up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for The Promised Neverland, aka Yakusoko no Neverland Season 1, Episode 2, titled 131045. And because we're not getting a recap, because basically the beginning of Chapter 2, to an extent, is a recap, we're just going to go straight into Chapter 2's adaptation of the manga, so without further ado, let's get to this. Okay. So I want to talk about like around the 25-second mark when we're seeing Connie's body on the table. First of all, Connie's hand is positioned wrong. It's her fingers are like this in the anime. In the manga, it's like her hand is like this and her arm is like bent like that. And I don't understand why it's like that. And also like her corpse looks so much creepier here, and also the wine is way too small. And I don't understand why we're not getting any of the narration here from Emma. This is really, really stupid. Why are we not getting this narration? Which is the true colors of reality are that this place is a farm, and we are. And then you see the demon, and then Emma wakes up. We are humans raised as food for demons to consume. They're going to kill us. No, we're escaping. I'm not letting them kill anyone anymore. Why was this not here? Like, if you would have had this narration here, if you would have had all this here before going into the opening song, this would have been a perfect opening. I do not understand why Cloverworks decided to just like cut all of Emma's narration. It already pissed me off that Emma's narration was basically skipped from the first episode, aka Chapter 1's adaptation of the manga. That did not make any sense to me at all. But why would you not have Emma's narration from here either? Because that would be like the perfect thing for a recap, without, actually having a recap. Cloverworks, at least you're being committed, I guess. You're committed to this shit. But you can't do that. You cannot have an adaptation of the Promised Neverland manga without narration. You cannot do that. I don't understand why you seem to think that is a good idea. I don't get it. And for those people that are saying that this is better than the manga, I don't understand why you're saying that this is better than the manga because I'm gonna after this I'm gonna not rant about the narration so much. Because look at Kaguya-sama Loves War. They had the narration there. It was fucking perfect. Everything was explained. You could be an anime only and watch Kaguya-sama Love is War and understand everything perfectly, and it was great. This you you somewhat understand, but it's just it feels like I'm watching a book to movie or a book to TV adaptation. It doesn't feel like a manga to anime adaptation, at least to me. Very curious what you guys think, but anyway, let's keep going. And what I mean by TV, I mean live action. I'm not talking about anime. I'm talking about live action. And again, from the narration that was skipped, but it wasn't a dream. I gotta say, I really love the lighting at like the 3-minute 8-second mark, like when Norman and Emma are talking. I really love this lighting. It's really, really nice. And something that could have, and you know what, I'm glad that they stuck with the following the order, scenes in the order of the manga. But something that they could have done was they could have had this scene with Emma, and what they could have done actually, and this would have what Cloverworks could have done writing wise, and I would have totally been fine with it, was have like Emma and Norman have their conversation about how to behave in front of Mama before the opening song. And I'm glad they didn't do that, and I'm glad they followed the manga. But I'm just saying they could have done that, and it would have worked just fine, at least for me. They actually do have some of the narration here though. But the narration, it's not, narration. It's just used as dialogue with Emma talking to Norman instead, which, you know what, Cloverworks? I will give you a pass on that one. But something that's different about this scene, though, is that they're supposed to be outside when Emma says this. Um, uh, Norman is supposed to say, were you able to sleep? Yeah, but I woke up earlier than usual. I noticed for the first time this morning the lattice windows in this house. Lattice windows in the house. Um, uh, they're are bolted down in places where we can't reach, and the screw holes are damaged. That place is a cage. Then it goes into the hidden objectives in our daily lives, and that part was completely skipped, but the other stuff is here. And I'm just I'm kind of I'm really annoyed with how this scene is being done. I really wish we would have gotten to even though I do like that they're inside and you have like that darkness with the beautiful lighting, but I really wish we would have gotten to see it from the outside, like in the manga. The forest at the 5 minute, like when they're walking into the forest at the 5 minute 25 second mark, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. I'm really torn about the brains though, because they didn't know about the brains stuff for a while. Because it says education. What it was here is education isn't necessary for those who will become food. In fact, it would be risky for the demons. But I'm sure that our ages and scores have something to do with the grade of the meat. Um, but there, um, but there are so many things we still don't know. We thought we knew about the house in the world, but in the end, we didn't know anything. What is the current outside currently like? Come to think of it, it's the mid 21st century, but we don't have a TV or even a radio. The inside of this cage is an anachronistic fake world. All we know is what the demons have prepared and arranged for us. This miniature garden. The real world, the outside, is unknown. Um, but yeah, but I really, I'm very torn about the place where they put the brain. I kind of am fine with how they put they put the brain content, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, that's not right. It's just a little too soon. I'm very curious what you guys think, but um, the animation for the landscape animation is just beautiful. I love this landscape animation. I'm just really disappointed that a lot of Norman and Emma's conversation, especially the stuff about the cage, which we never really got, wasn't outside. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but I think a lot of it is more of a symbolic thing because of with how the lighting was done, which I thought was really cool. But at the same time, like, you think they would have done it outside so Mama wouldn't be able to hear them. But anyway, and because of, again, no narration, this was skipped. Norman, Mom, when he called her name, his hands were shaking. There's no way he's okay with this. To all of us, Mom is the only mother we've known. How horrifying. Mom also never revealed anything, not a single time. Even this morning, she had the same peaceful smile. Hiding behind that smile, how many children has she led to their deaths? Mom is the enemy, a cold-hearted minion of the demons. Then why? Why were you so kind to us, Mom? I'm just so disappointed we don't have this narration and these inner monologues, because like in the majority of the manga to anime adaptations that I'm covering or that I've covered, we have the narration and the inner monologues, and so much has been done with them and with the via animation, and it would have just been nice to see it. Cloverworks, I'm very disappointed. I want to talk about the wall at the 6 minute 57 second mark when Emma's looking at the wall. The wall looks really, really good. I love it. It looks freaking fantastic. And I love the greenery behind it too. It looks really, really nice. Again, more narration / inner monologue was skipped. Could it be that easy? But if you think about it, this place is supposed to be an orphanage. There's no way the kids would realize otherwise then. This farm wasn't built on the assumption that the kids might run away. The only obstacle is the hard and high wall. And then it was supposed to be, either way we can get over this wall, as long as we have some rope. Then we just need to look for some rope. It's not impossible. We can escape. We can all escape. Let's see. Oh, I remember that wash. I remember that tracker. That's how she keeps track of all them kids. Yay! We actually have some of the. Well, it's supposed to be like narration slash inner well, more like inner monologue, but it's dialogue. Okay, whatever. The content is here. I do not care. And you gave Norman Emma's lines. Good job, Cloverworks. I love this slow motion at the 9 minute, like 15, 16, 17 second mark. Because, like, it's just so cool. They're just, because, and you see that evil look on mom's face, on Isabella's face. And it's just like, oh, she knows. She knows we're up to something. Oh, I love it. That was really, really cool, Cloverworks. I love that effect. So we're going to get into chapter 3 in a second, but this is what was skipped. Um, and I'm very, very disappointed that we didn't get this in particular. If that's the case, carrying out an escape. No, we're finished as soon as she knows of our plan. And Mom showed us on purpose so we would figure it out. Mom knows. She knows that little bunny was brought to the gate by someone other than Connie. A declaration of war. No matter who it is, I won't let you escape. That's probably what Mom is saying. And I really wish we would have gotten like that declaration of war kind of thing. I wish that line would have been there. But something else I gotta say before we get to chapter 3's adaptation of the manga, which is like at the 9 minute 29 second mark, or 28-29 second mark, is that I really wish Cloverworks was doing a little bit more with the animation, because this is supposed to be a drama and a mystery and shit. And if you look at what, like, well, again, with Kaguya-sama Love is War, A1 Pictures has has a lot of the people from Studio Shaft on over there. They're really utilizing their animation, and that's what I want here. I want more. I feel like we're not getting enough utilized, and animation's not being utilized enough here. Oh, and then, hold on, let me see. Ooh, so yeah, it's supposed, and then, oh, okay, before I get to that, and this is where, this is where I started doing live reactions for Promised Neverland, was chapter 3. This is what chapter 3 started as. I still had the belief that Mom was human like us and that she loved us. A declaration of war. The kind Mom was all a lie. A performance to feed us to the demons. She's not our mother, and she's not even human like us. Mom is a demon. Oh, I really wish we would have had that shit, but whatever. Instead they had Mom as an enemy instead of Mom as a demon. I really wish Mom as a demon would have been there. It would have been so much better. So the content about the test scores and stuff like that is, and it was in chapter 3, and I knew, and now that I'm thinking about it, I have to go back to it for a second. Something that's really bothering me is I wish we would have had because I don't think we got the theory about the human brain is said to develop to 90% by the time we're 6 years old, and another theory says that it's 100% developed by 12 years old. Something that I want to bring up here, because I mentioned that about the animation, they're not going for it. That Cloverworks isn't. Just look at that panel in chapter 3, and you will understand what I mean, because the artwork here is so freaking cool. Let's see. Here we go. So where we're really at is like mid chapter 3. I'm really bewildered by this. I just don't understand, Cloverworks, why you aren't like really utilize, because like if you look at the manga, like what the manga does with the art, how the panels are being utilized, I just don't understand why Cloverworks isn't taking advantage of that. Like, I wanted to see more imagery, like, and like oh my god, what's the other word, and see like more symbolism going on with, especially with Mom. Like, you could have done in the demons, you could have done some really cool shit with this, Cloverworks. This is so disappointing. And if you're gonna tell me that the anime is better than the manga, I'm sorry, you can't do that. Especially if you're looking at the manga, like if you have the manga in front of you, like I do, you just can't, because the manga's artwork is just so beautiful. And yeah, the character models are basically spot on, sure, but it's not like going to that next level that like that Captain Tsubasa 2018 does, with that Dapper Production does with Captain Tsubasa 2018, that that A1 is doing with Kaguya Sama Love is War, that Studio Shaft does with March Comes In Like a Lion, that oh, what's the other one I was thinking of, that Studio Orange does with Land of the Lustrous, that Citrus does with May and Abyss. Like, it's not there, and it's just really annoying me that people are saying that this is better than the manga. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing it. Oh, I have been waiting to see this shot. This is at the 11-minute 8-second mark. I've been waiting for this shit. I've been waiting to see this shot. But let's take a look at it compared to the manga. I don't... The problem is, and I think it's mainly in the eyes. It doesn't look as creepy to me. It doesn't look as creepy. And also Emma's hair is not sticking up right. But, and also I think with Mom, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, is it just me, or is Mom's forehead wrong? I think Mom's hairline and her forehead are completely wrong. But it doesn't, but the main thing that's really, really bugging me about this, and why it's not, because when you saw this in the manga, when you saw this shot in the manga, you were just like, holy shit. Well, also, this part was skipped too. It's gonna be okay, we can do it. First we need to find a rope, and then Mom was there. But I think the main thing where it's really screwing up for me is the eyes. The eyes are not, because like when you look at the manga and you look at the eyes, it's way, way scarier. But yeah, Mom's forehead is completely wrong. It totally is. And I want to say her facial structure looks a little bit off too. Like the jaw, I'm talking about like the jawline. I could be wrong about that, but I want to know what you guys think. The ears are way too big for sure, but the jawline could be wrong. But I definitely know for a fact that hairline is jacked. That hairline is wrong. The forehead is way too small. It's supposed to be a little bit bigger, and it's supposed to be and yeah, and the eyes aren't as creepy as they should be. They aren't like the soulless eyes that we should be getting. And I think part of it might have to do with the lighting, but I could be wrong. Very curious what you guys think. Also, I'm kind of disappointed because we didn't get Emma's reaction as well, because Emma's reaction to Mom like showing up is just so fucking cool in the manga, and we didn't get this here, and that kind of bothers me. And this was skipped, obviously. She's checking my reaction. This is the real Mom. I believed in her. I really loved her. But to her, we were only... I'm scared, I want to cry, I'm so angry, I'm sad, I want to scream. And the fact that this isn't here just really bugs me, because we could have had some really, really beautiful artwork here. We could have had some beautiful animation here, and some like beautiful contrast in the animation as well. Like with like the flashbacks, this is where I would have been okay with the flashbacks being like in a brighter color palette to, to contrast like the happier times. But and then like get to the darker stuff. I can't back down. If I do, Mom's going to attack. If I lose, everyone's going to die. Was skipped as well. I'm so, Cloverworks, I'm so disappointed that you guys are going this route. I don't understand why. Thank you for at least mentioning the line that you guys skipped last week about Connie wanting to be a mom when she grows up. Thank you for at least mentioning that. And yes, I know it's in chapter 3, but yes, at least it's not being completely skipped. She knows, and yet she says it so nonchalantly, not a single crack in the facade. She's completely impregnable. And oh, I would have loved to seen this shot animated. Oh, and have like I wanted to feel the shivers running down my spine. But no, we aren't getting it, and it's pissing me off. I have to smile. I can't show what I'm feeling. I have to say something. I have to act normal, smile, and then Ray comes in. And it's just like, oh, this so much wasted potential, Cloverworks. So much wasted potential. Thank goodness I got through it. Was skipped as well, but when, and this is like at the 12-minute, like 46-second mark when, Isabella says, did the two of you go to the gate yesterday? I really wanted to see Norman and Emma's reactions animated. Because in the manga, it looks so fucking cool. And, like, you have this dark aura, and it's creepy looking. And I really wanted to see that animated, but no, because Cloverworks just does not like us, I guess. This was skipped. Sorry, I'm just so relieved. It's like my heart started, beating again. She was really pushing herself. Was, skipped? Ooh, lots of stuff being skipped. Mom is investigating. She knows that her target is two kids, but she still doesn't know who. The tracking device doesn't indicate specific individuals. That's why she's searching. Thank you for the food. That's kind of important to mention. I checked all day today, but no child reacted noticeably. Emma's pulse was also relatively normal even while talking about Connie. It's fine. I'll know soon, no matter how much they try to hide it. Why would you not include that? We don't have much time. We have less than 2 months. Let's see if this is going to be mentioned or not. Oh, this was skipped. I looked over the entire house last night. If there's rope, it would be in this room. We'll outwit Mom and break out before she realizes our plan, and we'll all survive. I won't let anyone escape. I'm the one who's going to survive. That's how chapter 3 ends, but I don't understand why we're not getting any of Mom's stuff, or Isabella's stuff, but we'll have to wait and see. So at about like the 14-minute mark, we get into chapter 4's adaptation of the manga. I'm really, really disappointed right now, with the choices that Cloverworks is making. I don't understand why they're going this route. I don't know if they're just trying to rush. But this is really fucking stupid. But anyway, let's keep going here. So this was also skipped. Obviously, of course, if there's rope, it would be in this room. There might not be any rope. Yeah, because it's not something that's necessary in our daily lives here. That's true, but that would definitely be here. Found it. Tablecloths, we got our rope. There we go. Wait, did I mention the storage? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. This is what I forgot to mention. The storage room. Even Mom, who has a key, hardly goes in here. The forbidden room. That's what I forgot to mention. There we go. Cool-headed and precise. Ray would always think several steps ahead and make the best Ray would always think several steps ahead and make the best decision. If we want everyone to survive, Ray's cooperation is essential. And also, Ray was supposed to be reading a book when he said, it's fine, you can tell me now. He was supposed to be reading his book, but okay, whatever. I'm just gonna roll with this. Where is this? Sure, then let me explain. We all have to escape from here. Was skipped? Oh, the line was wrong. Okay, this is what it was supposed to be. Oh, no, that was, correct. This was skipped, though. Oh, that explains the grated windows. And, of course, that was skipped already about, them being in prison because of the grated windows. And I don't understand why that was skipped at all, period. That was stupid. When Ray mentions and this is like the 16-minute, like 56-second mark, when Ray's mentioning Mom and the demons and shit, why, where's the images of them? Because in the manga, like, the panel looks so fucking cool because you have, like, Mom and you have the demons and then you have, like, the castle, like, behind them, and it looks so fucking cool, and I really wanted to see this panel animated, and I'm so disappointed that it's not. This is some bullshit, Cloverworks. I don't understand this. And this was skipped too. Hold on a second. It's absurd. It's an idealistic thought. I'm not going to cry anymore. And again, like, even the comedic animation was skipped, and it's just this is so frustrating. I'm so glad that they didn't cut out Norman's line, where he says, "I also want to make a boat out of mud." I'm so glad that they kept that line, and I love that fucking line. Wait a minute. So we're not going to see that the mechanical book, the mechanical engineering book, is from 2015. I'm going to read this here. The year, because I got a feeling this is just going to be skipped. Here we go. Look at this. Mechanical Engineering and Human History. Not that. The year it was published. The year 2015. That's the newest book in the house. So at least until 2015, it was a... Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Shoot. Yeah, that's the newest book in the house, so at least until 2015 it was a world where books could get published. 30 years ago, because it's 2045. What happened in those 30 years? Despite what I said, it's only been 30 years, so it's possible there's a human society outside, but I'm not going to gamble on something with no chance of winning. Know the outside, know the enemy, come up with a strategy and survive. If we're doing this, we're going to win. So yeah, we basically skipped the end of chapter 4, which I think is kind of important, but... So at the 20-minute, 57-second mark, we basically skipped to like the end of chapter 5 with Sister Crone, which is fucking ridiculous, man. My God, this pacing is horrible. And also, and we're getting a new baby earlier than usual was skipped, and Sister Crone sounds freaking perfect. I love her voice. Her voice actress is perfect. So, okay, here's the thing that I'm hoping for next week, but, okay, let me talk about this episode, and then I'm going to talk about what I'm hoping for is going to happen next week. So this episode, the pacing was just fucking horrible. It was way too fast. I think they were just trying to get to Sister Crone really, really quick. A lot of lore got skipped. I think the thing that's really lacking writing-wise, besides, you know, some of the lore, is the narration is really, really needed. Animation-wise, I really am so let down because Cloverworks could be doing so much more with this artwork and this art and animation. I was hoping to get more Sakuga stuff. The other thing that I'm very disappointed about, and this is in terms of writing and animation, is we didn't get to see, you know, Mother's side, or, you know, Isabel's side of shit, and that's really, really frustrating. I'm very, 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 very concerned. I'm really concerned with what Cloverworks is doing. What I was hoping that, like, we just be focusing on the lore this week, and like, you know, if we would have just gotten like chapters 2 through 4 adapted, I would have been fine with that. And then, you know, like, show and have next, you know, focus on the, you know, mom trying to get, or Isabella trying to get them to do all the chores and stuff. I wish we were going to see that. Hopefully next week we will see that, and what, you know, led up to Sister Crone being there, but I honestly doubt it. But I'm very curious what you guys think. This is definitely not better than the manga. This is very, very disappointing. I'm so disappointed in Cloverworks. I feel like they're not even doing, when it comes to the writing, they're not even doing the bare minimum. The animation, they're barely doing the bare minimum, and it's just so fucking annoying. I really want more. I want more out of this. Like, you could do so much more beautiful animation and artwork, and it's not fair. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys saw this episode. I'm very disappointed this week. Very, very disappointed as a manga reader. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. This is, and if you love what I'm doing and want more Promised Neverland content, because I do cover the manga. I've been covering the manga since chapter 3. There's a few ways you could support the channel. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off the Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.